Hi everyone, I'm Amanda Shoemake and I'm your professor for English 1101. This video is just going to be a brief introduction to the course, going over policies and expectations. I'm going to do separate videos about Top Hat and contract grading because they're a little bit more detailed and I don't like to do long videos if I can avoid it. So just remember that a lot of this is up in the air still in terms of instruction and modality. We'll just have to be willing to adjust as things develop and change, which they're going to. Okay, so first a little bit about myself. I am originally from Carrollton. I actually went to Central High School. I was in the band. I marched tuba, if you can believe it. I attended the University of West Georgia for my undergraduate and master's degrees, both in English through the English department. I am also currently in a graduate program. I'm getting another master's degree that is focusing on writing and digital communication. And that's with Agnes Scott College out in Decatur. So I'm kind of busy this semester, but it's good. Staying busy is good. I am married. I have 3 cats. They are all tuxedo cats. They are all going to make an appearance on a video at some point because they are nosy and they like to walk in front of cameras. So you will meet them all, and they are the cutest cats that you've ever met. They're better than yours, and they're better than most people that I know. So the more you know, the more I can confirm all of the stereotypes of an English teacher to you. Yes, I like Harry Potter as well. So yes, there's that. As for this class, the syllabus is kind of boring, but you should probably still read it. It's important to pay attention to things, to the policies for both my class and also for the university. The university has some of the standard language that they use, and you're going to see it in all of your courses. So questions like accommodations and campus carry and technology and stuff like that, and any information about COVID as well, you'll be able to find there. So make sure that you review it. You can actually access the syllabus now in CourseDen. You should see a tab on the nav bar that says syllabus. I think it's the second one. It's right next to Course Home. So that will take you to the Concourse syllabus, which is the new platform that we're using this semester. The schedule is actually going to be posted as a separate document in the content section of CourseDen. And this is because the schedule is absolutely going to change for any reason, but mostly, I'm trying to be mindful of the situation in terms of the virus and whether or not the schedule will change is kind of a given. It's going to. So you will be able to find that in content as a table. So it is ADA accessible. There's a word. First, note my office hours. These are dedicated out of class times for you as students. These are, for anything. You can come and talk to me about your own paper. You can come and talk to me about issues that you're having in the class, issues that you're having outside of the class. If I don't have the answers, I know somebody that does, and I will get you the resources that you need in order to make you successful. These office hours are every Tuesdays and Thursdays between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. I only teach on Mondays and Wednesdays, and so those 2 days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, are really blocked out times for you guys. I'm going to have a standing Google Meet set up for you, so you can just kind of drop into it. You can follow the link. It'll be a recurring meeting that you can just drop into if you have a quick question. If you have a more personal question, or if you want some one-on-one time, please email me at amandas@wesca, and we'll set up an independent meeting, a private meeting through Google, so that you don't have to worry about other people dropping in and out if that's going to be a concern for you. Make sure that you're using the external email, so the Gmail, amandas@wesca, and not the internal CourseDen email. I don't get notifications for that unless I'm in CourseDen. And so the other email I get, it comes right to my phone, and I can check it a little bit more frequently than I do CourseDen. I will check it, just not as frequently as I do my Gmail account. So, big surprise, but this is a writing intensive course. The only way you're going to get better at writing is to write a lot and then rewrite those things, and also to read things, but mostly to write. In case you're catching on to the theme, we're going to do a lot of it. It's not going to be fun all the time, but it is going to be fulfilling, I think. We're going to have 3 essays in this class. You can read the descriptions in the syllabus. I already have them set up. We're also going to have weekly journals. These journals are due every Friday by, I think I have it set up as midnight. They're due every Friday, and these are low risk completion grades. So they're 500 words each. Don't panic just yet. Yes, 500. Don't panic. These are supposed to be really casual and meant for you to use as a space to connect writing and thinking. So some of them will have specific prompts, but some of them are just free writes. I'm checking them for completion. Most students kind of bitch at the beginning. 500 words is a lot. But by the end, I'm getting 1,000, 1,100 word journals. We just really have to get past the barrier of word counts, I think, and this is a way for you to practice that. So you're going to have 15 weekly journals. By the end of every semester, begrudgingly, most students agree that they did enjoy it and it was helpful. I think you will end up liking them. I wouldn't keep them if people didn't, honestly. Yeah, so that's a place for you to kind of experiment and take risk and try different writing techniques. I'm the only one that reads them, and so you don't have to worry about um, somebody else seeing them. You can ask questions there that maybe you're uncomfortable asking, either face to face or in the classroom itself. I think they're a really good tool. So, what are we going to be writing about? Well, in light of some of the civil rights crises that we are facing right now, I thought it was important to focus on what civil rights are and specifically what civil disobedience is. I want to look at protest, a thing that is so American. It's as American as July 4th and apple pie and hot dogs. It is the thing that we do the best. It's about protesting. So we're going to start with excerpts from kind of American giants in this genre. We're going to look at Thoreau's Civil Disobedience, Dr. King's Letter from a Birmingham Jail, and the late Representative John Lewis's letter that he wrote before his death, to be released upon his death. We want to look at their writing and use of argument as a guide for our own writing. We're then going to move into more contemporary text, focusing on music videos like Beyonce's Formation and the Chicks March March, the formerly known as Dixie Chicks. Those are just a couple. There will be more the later we get. We're going to look at some of the rhetorical techniques that they use to deliver their argument and how those devices influence our reception of that argument. And then finally, in the last unit, we will do our very own research on topics related to the course theme. We are going to practice what it means to be academics, and that means entering into ongoing conversations and trying to situate ourselves within those really complex discussions. So some of the things that we talk about may be controversial. We aren't going to shy away from them. Life is politics. That's when people say keep politics out of it, I honestly have a hard time understanding how to do that. So we're not going to play that game. We can't afford to not pay attention to politics. I think most of us have to in order to be safe and to move forward. And if it doesn't affect us directly, it does affect our neighbor, and we should always be good neighbors in that case. And so we are going to talk about some stuff that may be touchy for people. And so I think it's important for you to think about that during class discussion. And so I ask the following. I ask that you allow everyone a chance to speak. I ask that you listen respectfully and actively. I ask that we criticize ideas and not individuals. We're going to focus on what people say and not the people themselves. We want to commit to learning and not debating, right? It's not about winning, it's about listening. Avoid blame, speculation, and inflammatory language. That doesn't mean that you can't cuss, it just means don't say horrible things, right? And avoid assumptions about others, especially based on any perceived social standings or groups, right? And those are the things that I think are going to enable us to tackle some of these big questions, right? And to practice argument, which is a thing that is going to be present in all of your essays from here until the end of your college career. Okay. I think we're going to have a really fun semester. I'm pretty chill. You can ask any of my former students. I want you to get the work done. And so that takes many different forms. And so I'm willing to work with you if you're willing to work with me. Let me know if you have any questions. Look out for the Google survey that's going to be coming your way. This is just a way for me to kind of assess your feelings about the class and about attending in person, things like that. And let me know if you have any questions. We'll have the Google Meet set up for tomorrow, and I will be there, and you can drop in if you want to say hi. All right, see you soon.